Defeating the apex predators and turning the lost battles into winning moments, these animals have changed the games in the wild. So, tag along to watch these jaw-dropping moments and unexpected escapes of animals who had their opponents on the edge. Can you believe it? A shark taking on an octopus. In this showdown, one thing that you'd never expect. The octopus pulls out all the stops to defend itself. But the shark is relentless to have its meal. No ink, no venom, just a fight for survival from the octopus. And when that ink finally comes out from the shark's gills, you can see that the octopus has gone for good. The mighty black cobra is feared by many in the wild, but when it crossed paths with a mongoose, it met its match. Despite the snake's venomous strikes and menacing hisses, the mongoose proved to be a formidable opponent. With lightning-fast reflexes, the mongoose seized the snake by the neck, enough to immobilize it. In an unexpected turn of events, a group of young lions found themselves witnessing the hot temper of an adult buffalo while attempting to hunt a lizard. The buffalo charged at them unprovoked, flipping one of the lion cubs mid-air. While it might not seem like the buffalo was trying to save the lizard, it certainly seized the opportunity to charge on the young lion cub. Elephants are known for their gentle nature, but they don't back down when faced with a serious situation, like this charging rhino. Despite the rhino's passive attempts, the massive tusked elephant quickly asserts its dominance, showing Mr. Rhino who's the real boss of the savannah. In this jaw-dropping moment, a massive marine predator, a seal, effortlessly handles a shark, tossing it around as if it were a mere toy. Power dynamics at play beneath the waves. Talk about a wild twist. In a surprising turn of events, this deer becomes the hunter and takes down a cheetah right in front of her cubs. At first, the gazelle seems like she's in trouble, but then she turns the tables and shows who's boss. Definitely a scene you won't forget anytime soon. In a surprising turn of events, a moray eel swiftly strikes at a wandering octopus. However, the clever cephalopod manages to evade its hunter by deploying a cloud of ink and slipping away. Despite a setback in the scuffle, the octopus manages to escape the eel's grasp. Truly a rare sight in the wild. A bear in hot pursuit of a group of pigs, ultimately seizing its prey. It's fascinating how after securing its meal, the bear boldly steps in front of the camera, almost as if to proclaim to the world, "I've got what I came for. Take heed, for I always get what I want." An eagle's pounce on a mountain goat took an unexpected turn when both creatures rolled down the cliff together. As they struggled, the eagle refused to release its grip. But just when it seemed the bird might prevail, the goat turned the tables, trampling the eagle and forcing it to let go. Looks like this bird won't be dining on mutton tonight. This red-crowned crane could give Master Crane from Kung Fu Panda a run for his money. Caught in the tiger's den, this brave bird faced off against its ferocious foes with remarkable courage. Despite being cornered multiple times, the crane held its ground, keeping the tigers at bay until finally, after a tense chase, it was able to escape unscathed. This octopus made a grave mistake by underestimating its opponent, the mantis shrimp. Initially thinking it was an easy meal, the octopus soon realized its error as the mantis shrimp delivered a stunning blow. After a few hits, the octopus wisely decided to retreat and abandon its pursuit. In the wild, survival is a constant lesson. Take this encounter between a foal zebra and a cub cheetah, for example, as the foal zebra boldly chases the cub amidst a herd of zebras. The cheetah cub narrowly avoids becoming a snack, proving that in nature, even the smallest must stay sharp to survive. It seemed like a stroke of luck for this starving polar bear and its cub when they stumbled upon what they thought was a massive walrus remains. But their luck quickly turned when they realized the walrus was alive and ready to defend itself. With size and strength on its side, the walrus delivered a powerful blow, leaving the polar bears with nothing but a missed opportunity. In this scene, a group of emperor penguins returns from a hunting trip, only to find themselves ambushed by lurking leopard seals. It's a classic case of hunters becoming the hunted. We've seen a badger fall prey to its foe, but in this surprising turn of events, this courageous mammal takes on 3 leopards simultaneously. The leopards pounce at the badger, one even biting it with force, but the resilient honey badger emerges victorious, living to tell the tale. Seems like there's never a dull moment in the world of sharks and octopuses. They're always locked in a fierce battle for survival, but this time, a shark made the mistake of entering into an octopus's territory, and here she is, paying the price of her mistake. Look how the clever octopus catches the shark off guard and reclaims its territory. Mothers aren't the only ones willing to protect their kids. Here, a mature wolf heroically distracts a black bear that dared to hunt the wolf's cubs. Despite sensing the possible defeat, the bear continues chasing the cubs. But every time the bear gets closer, the papa wolf bites it in the back. Let's see who emerges victorious in this intense showdown. Leopard seals are like the kings of the ocean, fierce and mighty, and when they catch their prey, like this poor penguin, there's no escaping their grasp. Watch this seal getting its meal ready in a few steps, proving once again who rules the waters. In this clip, witness an unexpected showdown between a hyena and a donkey. Now, typically, we think of donkeys as the chill, laid-back type, right? But this donkey, oh boy, it's got some sass. When the hyena tries to pull a fast one, the donkey goes full-on ninja mode, chomping down on the hyena's face and ears. And it's not just playing around, it's serious about defending its turf. Anyways, lesson learned. Never mess with a donkey who's had enough of your antics. Yeah, I see that bear lurking around, but no worries, I've got this under control. Watch and learn, said the deer, oozing with confidence. And there it goes, executing its master plan flawlessly. A swift sprint and dive into the river, leaving the bewildered bear in its wake. Poor bear indeed. Here's an epic showdown. A sea lion hot on the trail of an octopus. This crafty cephalopod attempted to outwit the sea lion by spraying ink in its face. But against the relentless sea lion, it was a futile effort. So, you know what happened then? Obviously, the octopus met its end. In an incident that took place during the migration, a zebra found itself surrounded by a group of crocodiles. Despite the odds, it put up a brave fight until the very end. It's amazing how the zebra even dared to take a bite at the crocodile in a bold move. When traditional hunting methods failed, these polar bears decided to try something different, waiting for the tide to bring belugas within reach. And their patience paid off when one of the bears seized the opportunity, leaping into the water to emerge triumphantly with its catch. This lion had it up to here with this cheetah encroaching on his turf, so he decided to give it a chase. But no, Mr. King, you can't outpace him, but you can certainly outwit him. Stingrays are like a feast for hammerheads, and when aquarium authorities decided to introduce a bunch of rays into the tank, they were practically serving them up on a silver platter for the hammerheads. In a surprising twist, this harpy eagle faces off against a sloth, expecting an easy victory. But the slow-motion slap from the sloth catches everyone off guard, including the eagle.
Even sloths fight back.
Who knew a sloth could outwit an eagle? Bears are pretty clever creatures, you know. Take this one, for example. It's eyeing that baby moose, but it also knows better than to mess with its mama. One stern look or charge from her, and that bear is out of there, no questions asked. Yep, smart move, bear. Let's not disturb the moose family. In this video, an innocent octopus swims into a cast of spider crabs. What's that saying? Nobody is responsible for one's downfall other than they themselves. Well, I can see that here. These crabs are known for their no-nonsense attitude when it comes to intruders. And as you can see here, they wasted no time in showing that octopus who's boss. Ouch! In the world of the deep blue, moray eels are like the stuff of nightmares. Watch two of these eerie creatures locked in a fierce battle. The smaller eel, driven by ambition, dared to take on its much larger counterpart. But, as you might have guessed, size does matter in the underwater realm. In the end, the bigger eel emerged victorious, easily overpowering its smaller foe and turning it into a meal. Out of all the places to scavenge for food, this bear mom decided to raid an eagle's nest, stirring up quite the commotion. The eagles, not ones to take such intrusion lightly, fought back with their razor-sharp talons, determined to protect their home. Eventually, the bear and her cubs retreated, perhaps feeling a tad embarrassed by the whole ordeal. Next time, the pride launched an ambush on the cheetah. That's the price you pay for crossing paths with a pride defending their territory. Orcas are known for their territorial nature, and when this elephant seal unwittingly entered their domain, it was in for a fierce battle. Within moments, a pod of orcas surrounded the seal, showing no mercy despite its valiant efforts to escape. Ultimately, the seal became an easy meal for the hungry predators. This ray found itself in the wrong neighborhood when it ventured into the territory of the ocean's biggest gangsters. Despite warning signals from the orcas, it persisted in its course. Suddenly, an orca emerged from the depths, delivering a swift blow with its tail, catching the ray off guard and start circling around it to strategize its hunt. Oh, the boldness of little Whiskers, thinking it's the king of the jungle. But in this clip, Whiskers is about to learn a valuable lesson about provoking creatures much bigger than itself. Despite the wild deer's attempts to ignore the pesky feline, it's clear that patience has its limits. Nature can be pretty bitter sometimes. A pack of hungry wolves gathers around a grizzly bear that's simply trying to enjoy its lunch. The wolves have their eyes on the bear's meal and intend to snatch it away, but the brown bear isn't having any of that. Watch as the lone bear fights intensely to protect its food from the hungry pack of wolves. While fishermen were out hunting for tuna, a hammerhead shark found itself ensnared on their fishing line. Sensing an opportunity, a tiger shark quickly appeared on the scene, seeing the struggling hammerhead as an easy meal. Despite the hammerhead's attempts to break free, the tiger shark relentlessly charged on it, eventually freeing it from the line. However, the hammerhead's escape was short-lived, as the tiger shark seized the opportunity and caught its prey. In a typical scenario, once a gator has you in its jaws, it's game over. But this gator's encounter with a turtle turned out to be a comedy of errors. Despite its efforts to crack the turtle's shell or swallow it whole, the gator couldn't make a dent. Eventually, it gave up, looking rather sheepish in the process. Famous for hunting sharks for their livers, orcas have expanded their menu to include New Zealand's 7-gill sharks. Despite the 7-gill shark's impressive size, reaching up to 10 feet in length, it stands little chance against the coordinated ambush of an orca pod. And though the shark fought hard for a while, it obviously couldn't keep up with the orcas. Ever seen a full-on head-butting match between two evenly matched opponents? Well, brace yourself. These two contenders go head-to-head with equal strength and determination, resulting in a collision that leaves them both a bit disoriented. It's like they bumped into each other at a party, exchanged pleasantries, and went their separate ways. In this showdown between a big cat and a mischievous monkey, the tables quickly turn. The monkey's nimble tactics and cool composure outsmart the tiger, especially when the weak tree branches give way under their weight. And what does the victorious monkey do? It lounges like a boss, as if nothing out of the ordinary just happened. After more than an hour of relentless pursuit, a pod of killer whales successfully isolated a humpback calf from its mother. With the calf captured, the largest male in the pod clutched its body in its powerful jaws, circling around while consuming its tongue. Once satisfied, the pod abandoned the remains, leaving it for scavengers to feed on. While a healthy big bear might typically overpower a tiger, this bear found itself in the wrong place at the wrong time, stumbling into the territory of a hungry pack of lions. The lone bear became easy prey for the cunning predators. With swift and continuous pursuit, the lions tore apart the bear, leading to a tragic outcome. When an uninvited guest dared to enter the pool of hefty hippos, chaos ensued. Mounting over each other, the hippos joined forces to smash the croc that had mistakenly wandered into their territory. Despite getting bitten by nearly every hippo, the croc somehow managed to survive. Witness the moment when an elephant's bump into something underneath the water turns into a fatal mistake for an unfortunate crocodile. The croc's plan to hunt the elephant's calf became its last as the powerful elephant dealt the final blow. It's a bizarre and unbelievable sight as this cat, keenly ambushing its unsuspecting prey, suddenly finds itself bouncing back at the sight of a rat? Yes, it's a lesson for the feline to never underestimate the power of a rat again. Honey badgers may have a tough reputation, but they're no match for a sturdy oryx. So when a honey badger decided to take on a nearby oryx, it wasn't much of a surprise. However, it quickly learned that challenging an oryx wasn't the best idea, especially when the oryx knew it had the upper hand. Witness one of the most engaging scuffles between two Alaskan brown bears. But what's the cause of their conflict? It seems these two are duking it out over the nearest female, a common occurrence in mating seasons. After a long battle, one bear finally emerges victorious, pinning down its opponent. Surviving a tiger ambush is a rare feat, but this mother bear has no choice but to protect her cub. When the tiger leaps toward her cub, the mama bear's instincts kick in. Despite charging at her, the sloth bear stands her ground, knowing that backing down would mean the end for her. Watch as she bravely defends her cub in this face-off. A donkey's attempt to share a food bowl with a dog was met with repeated rebuffs from the canine. Despite the donkey's polite gestures, the dog remained rude until the donkey's patience wore thin, resulting in a well-deserved reality check to remind the dog that sharing is caring. Remember when bees ran off Winnie the Pooh? Well, a similar encounter happened to this young bear, but it seems the curious bear didn't know what was coming. As the 9-month-old bear thrashes a log, it accidentally disturbs a hive. But despite the mishap, the bear still manages to get the honey. In this video, two polar bears engage in a fierce battle. But hold on, this story takes an unexpectedly wholesome turn. These bears have no reason to fight, no food, potential mate, or territory to claim. After a while, they tire themselves out and surprisingly decide to become friends instead of foes. Amidst a risky situation, no one seemed willing to back down. As a python nearly succeeded in capturing and feeding on a honey badger, its focus and grip were disrupted when a starving jackal intervened. With the honey badger breaking free, it also wanted a piece of the action, leaving the python caught in a tug-of-war between two hungry predators. Upon seeing an eagle helplessly trapped in a cage, a flamingo thought it could take advantage of the situation. Attempting to intimidate the eagle by stealing its lunch, the flamingo ended up with its head caught in the eagle's razor-sharp talons. Fortunately, the eagle, solely interested in its meal, eventually let go of the flamingo.
Jesus!
This adorable calf rhino is still learning the ropes of the wild. With its protective instincts yet to kick in, the playful rhino often teases the nearby giraffe. However, not everyone appreciates the rhino's antics, as the giraffe wards it off with a surprise nudge in response. In the animal kingdom, one must never prey on another's food. A warthog learned this lesson the hard way when it attempted to steal a bite from a rhino's food. Sensing the razorback's approach, the rhino swiftly flung the intruding warthog into the air. Even for a polar bear, losing a scuffle is rare, especially when the opponent didn't make a comeback. Desperate and hungry after months without food, an ice bear tackled a group of walruses. Despite a wild bite, catching a walrus didn't guarantee the bear its meal, leading to a tense struggle for survival. In a scene reminiscent of human brawls, two kangaroos engage in a heated dispute at the Canberra Nature Reserve. The conflict escalates as one kangaroo shoves the other through a fence, captured on video by a worker at the reserve. While birds may seem like easy prey for snakes, these feathered creatures have other plans. Whether seeking revenge for their chicks or simply acting as an angry flock, the birds unite against the snake, pecking and clawing until it retreats, in a showdown between a venomous snake and an electric eel. Both creatures deploy their secret defense in a bid to consume each other. After a fierce battle, the eel decides the confrontation isn't worth the trouble and slips away, leaving the snake defeated. Even the king of the jungle isn't safe from an angry wife's wrath. A lion's attempt to sneak up on its mate backfires when it abruptly interrupts her sleep, triggering a furious charge from the lioness. Look at this picture from September 2022. It shows what happened when a polar bear tried to steal a beluga whale from some hungry orcas. The orcas were so desperate for food that they broke the ice to get to the bear and managed to get their meal into the water. The bear was an easy prey because of starvation, so it couldn't fight back much. Eventually, it got pulled under by the orcas. Then, the orcas had their meal with the bear. It's a pretty intense scene, and it makes you think about how tough life can be in the Arctic. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.